Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I would like to ask all my viewers to continue praying for me by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and hitting the dislike button or hitting the like button on this video. Let's sing a couple more times while we wait for a few more guests. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I need a serious prayer request now. I'm going through a major moment of flux in my life at the moment. What has happened is that I heard back from a dream job of mine, and I'm going to be talking to them in the upcoming days. Here's the problem, though. I'm working at a tutoring center at the moment, and I would hate to give that up. Here's why. 2 months ago, one of my students had brought in a hazard for me. I have food allergies, and I thought my time at the tutoring center was done because at previous workplaces, frictions like that are usually what lead to the beginning of the end of my job there. I mentally braced myself for that. I remember when the kid brought in the food, my thought was, thank God my portfolio was worth, what was it, 1.2 million, 1.3 million, whatever it was. I'm going to talk to my boss about this and I'm going to be ready to check out. That was my thought. I literally thought that. To my surprise, the situation turned out better. Actually, I would say that I'm better off because she had brought in that food. Had the kid not brought in that food, I might not have had the beautiful conversation that I then did with my boss and my other colleagues and with the student herself. The student has become one of my favorites. And so I would hate to, when I mentally thought about it, out of 4 jobs where I've run into this problem, this is the first time it has successfully turned. So I go into a new job is always an uncertainty, but at the same time, if I try to juggle both of these jobs, that can lead to other problems too. I'm gonna have to think about how I handle this, right? Um, I'd love to hold on to the job at the tutoring center as an insurance policy while I navigate the new one. But at the same time, if I try to do that and I find out that I can't afford to pay the premium on such an idea, then I might lose everything altogether, right? That's a tricky one for me. The other thing that's adding to the complication is that one of my colleagues, I want to network with her mother, and so far everything has gone so well. I would hate to cut it short. I was talking to Google AI about how to handle this. Google AI actually thinks that it is okay to stay in touch with former colleagues. So maybe, but it's a very slow burn relationship. I don't have the kind of situation where I can ask for their contact information. Right now, we're just kind of handling it at the center, right? And so it's a slow burn. But Google AI also reminded me to remind myself daily that this is a short term situation so I don't get too stressed out, right? I also will probably put away my art projects for now while I handle this duo, right? That's probably how I'll do it. But this is exactly why I want you guys to pray that I hit it big with my investments. If I had enough resources that I could eat out daily and have all sorts of services, right? It might not be that big of a deal. Actually, I might be able to do that if I juggle both jobs anyhow, right? So maybe it's not the end of the world. Okay, I want you to pray that my Lego ideas get accepted. I'll probably want to take a break away from that. So I'm going to do one last hurrah before I begin the other job. Pray that one of these ideas gets accepted. I'm going to build another former home of Taylor Swift out of Legos. I'm going to be building, I already did the Earth and Moon system, I did the Jupiter system. I'll probably do the Saturn system. I'll probably do a star map of the 12 constellations out of Lego, and a few other abstract art pieces. Pray for pray that I meet some important life figures in my life, right? Career connections, personal connections. The situation with getting that letter from my dream job really put the fear of God into me, because I realized that I can't keep everything up above me anymore, right? Something has to give, and that's just terrifying to me. That was like the fear of God put into me, even though I heard back from my dream job, right? This is the Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum.